Movie buffs, welcome back to the Movie Bay. This is D. In today's video, we're going to take a look at CBR magazines. I do believe they're a magazine, but CBR, I found an article from them online. This is one of the things I like to do. I like to read articles pertaining to physical media. And I come across this one. Remember we had fun with the last time I did something like this? Come across this article. Of course, I'm going to link it in the description for you guys to go over and check it out. It's 10 best movie trilogies ranked. So I'm going to share with you their list, all except for one trilogy. These are quadrilogies, my bad, not trilogies. We did the trilogies one. Remember the top 33? This is the 10 top quadrilogies ranked, okay? According to CBR. And that I got them in order. Yeah, starting with number 1, going down to 10 this time. Instead of starting 10 and going to 1. So they ranked number 1. Now, quadrilogy, for you guys who are not super duper movie buffs, quadrilogy, quad 4. Quadrilogies is one more than trilogy, so that's going to be 4 movies. Okay? Now, some franchises got more than 4 movies, but you could take the first 4. So if a franchise got 10, you could take the first 4 movies if you want. So here we go. They put the John Wick quadrilogy at number 1. John Wick 1, John Wick 2, John Wick 3, and John Wick 4. Now, will I argue with John Wick being the best quadrilogy? I'll argue that one. Yeah, I'm not going to say they way off base with that one, but I'll argue that one for sure. Next up, they got number 2. They got the Matrix quadrilogy. Now, we know there's a 4th Matrix film that is horrible. I don't have it, but we're going to use the first 3 to stand in for the whole quadrilogy. So they put number 2, the Matrix quadrilogy. I'm going to argue that. I'm going to push back on that one big time. Although the first Matrix is a classic, I love 2. 3 I didn't like, and 4 nobody liked. So I'm going to say for number 2 quadrilogy of all times, no way. I'm pushing all the way back on that one. As far as top quadrilogies, for me, The Matrix wouldn't even make it. But we're going to go through their list, and then I'm going to come back with a rebuttal video like I did before. You know how we do. So, number 3, they put Toy Story. The first 3 plus this one here, that's the quadrilogy. Now, I love Toy Story, don't get me wrong. But as far as on a list of only 10, I don't know if Toy Story would make it for me. It might make it for you. Toy Story is definitely a top quadrilogy. Definitely. But I would say it would fit somewhere in like a top quadrilogy. I would say it would make a top 20, 25 list. I don't know if I could put Toy Story for me. I love Toy Story. It's phenomenal. That's why I have it. But I don't know if I would put it in the top 10 quadrilogy. I don't know. Let's keep going. So number 4, they got the Hunger Games quadrilogy. There's 5 movies in the franchise now, but again, quadrilogy, we're talking about the first 4. We're talking about the first 4 here. Okay? The Hunger Games making the top quadrilogy list, I won't push back on that. Just like with John Wick, I won't really push back on that. Now, the only thing I would push back on John Wick is how it being number 1. But I wouldn't push back on it being in the top 10 list. Not at all. The Hunger Games, I won't push back on that one either. Being number 4, I would probably push back on that. I would put it lower. Okay. So they're number 5. I don't have it, and I never heard of it, but I may look into it. It's called Mr. Hewlett is Jack's Tati's Greatest Creation quadrilogy. Never heard of it. It's something I'll look into. I know Neil probably knows something about that. Drop it, Neil or Kenny knows something about this trilogy. this quadrilogy. Drop something in the comment to let me know what it's hitting on. But anyway, we're going to skip number 5 and we're going to go straight to number 6. And they put the Shrek quadrilogy. They put the Shrek quadrilogy there. I like Shrek. But when you're talking about top quadrilogy, I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to see when I put my list together. We're going to see how well it fare against this one. Next up, they got at number 7, they got the Lethal Weapon quadrilogy. I could see Lethal Weapon making a top quadrilogy list. A top 10? I don't know about that. Only because Lethal Weapon 4 brought it down pretty good. But overall, I could see it being on a list, definitely. I don't know if it would make my list of only 10. Now, Lethal Weapon definitely deserve a spot on a quadrilogy list. I'm not sure if it's on a 10 list. Let's keep going. Number 8, they got it's called Monsterverse Unite. And there's 4 movies in that quadrilogy. I didn't even know Kong Skull Island was one of those. But Kong Skull Island, Godzilla King of the Monsters, Godzilla vs. Kong, and then we got the last one, the new one, Godzilla Kong, the New Empire. Okay? So that's the Monsterverse Unite quadrilogy. Number 2, I definitely disagree with this one, even though, again, it's a really good franchise. It really is. I wouldn't have picked it up. I just recently added this entire collection to my collection, and that's Kung Fu Panda. I got love for Kung Fu Panda. I think they're great. They're great movies. They're fun and entertaining. They're just good overall movies. These are great watches. Number 2, greatest quadrilogy of all time. No, I'm sorry. This is number 9. No, that's right. I'm going backwards this time. Number 9. I could see it making a bigger list, but I wouldn't put Kung Fu Panda on a list of 10. And here's one that I definitely wouldn't put on the list, but they got at number 10. Number 10, I got the first 3. There's a lot of these movies, but we're talking about the first 4. I actually own the first 3. The American Pie quadrilogy. Is there enjoyment with these movies? Absolutely. I wouldn't have them if it wasn't. I mean, there's a lot of enjoyment with these movies. They are phenomenal, especially the first 3 here. They are great movies. The first 2 are amazing. The third one is pretty decent. I didn't really watch any of the other ones, all the different ones. But yeah, I could definitely see American Pie making it on a bigger list. So that's their list. And real quick, let's recap their list. At number 1, they got John Wick. Number 1 for John Wick on a list of 10. You know what? I'm going to push back on that one. But I can see it being on a list of 10. I'll definitely put John Wick on a list of 10. The Matrix, no. I'm not putting the Matrix trilogy on a list. I disagree with that one. Toy Story, I would say yeah. On a list of 10, not my list of 10, but if you're doing a list of 10 and you put Toy Story on there, I wouldn't be mad. The Hunger Games at number 4. I'll push back on that one, but I won't go off the deep end. Number 5, again, I don't have this one. Mr. Hewlett is Jack's Tati's greatest creation. That's what it's there. I don't know. Number 6, Shrek, no. 7, Lethal Weapon. Lethal Weapon do deserve a spot on a quadrilogy list. I just don't know if it needs to be on a list of only 10. Monsterverse Unite, no. Kung Fu Panda on a list of 10 for me, no. And American Pie, no. So that's their list. I'm going to come back with my list. I'm going to link their lists in the description so you guys can go in and check it out. This list is from CBR. I do believe they're a magazine or like a publication of some sort. Either way, that's the video. Watch out for my rebuttal to this one coming out a little bit later on today. Thanks for watching.